So you just unlocked your exotics and you see these strange crafting materials that you need to make it. However, the game does not give you enough information on how to get them or where to find them or what to do. And you're feeling like this.
I have no memory of this place.
Okay, I guess I have to make a video about it. Hey everyone, your friendly high-pitched fast-talking shot is here once again to give you some Dauntless assistance. A lot of you requested that I do video about the parts and materials necessary for crafting and upgrading exotics, so I'm here to oblige. In this video, I'll talk about the rare and exotic drops which require certain conditions to be met so you can obtain them in the game and also use them to craft and upgrade your exotics. A separate video will be coming with the Behemoth specific part drops and how to obtain them. That one is gonna be a lot longer and it's gonna include all the Behemoths, so it's gonna be separate. These ones are special. I decided to split the video so as to keep them as short as possible and not to make you watch 10 or 15 minute video. Hey Shadow Strider, you just said that one of the videos is gonna be longer and at the same time you said that you wanna keep the video short. Make up your mind. Real quick shadow ads, you can now support me when you make a purchase in both Dauntless in-game store and the Epic store by inputting my creator tag Shadow Strider whenever you make one. Simply put it down in either the support the creator field or the creator tag field. Also, I stream both gaming and music composing on Twitch, so check the link down below and join me sometimes. The rare materials needed for the exotics are split into 2 categories and 4 subcategories. Regardless of which one you need, in order to obtain them you need to hunt behemoths which are threat level 8 or above. I will make suggestions for best behemoths to grind for each category as I talk through them. Don't forget that these parts are still considered rare or epic. Even if you fulfill the conditions, it is not a 100% guaranteed drop, which kind of sucks, but don't get angry about it.
You know how much I sacrificed?
You might get them, you might not, but you still need to fulfill the conditions to know whether you're gonna get them or not. I highly advise you when you go farming for these parts to focus on a specific subcategory per hunt so that you can maximize your loot. The drops will be displayed under the part breaks section of your end screen once the hunt finishes. They should also be displayed if you pick up the drop orbs during the hunts. I have included links to my best part breaking builds for a sword and also a second one similar version for a chain blades. I advise you to use either these 2 weapons or repeaters for farming these materials if you're doing it solo. In a group, it's just focusing on a single body part. First category is the parts obtained from the elemental behemoths. You can obtain these from any elemental behemoth which is level 8 or above. That means Firebrand, Bloodfire, Scorchstone, Frostback, Dreadfrost, the upcoming Winterhorn, Shockjaw, Coalshire, Rockfall, Razorwing, Valomir, Zachary, Riftstalker and Shroud included. I actually need to take a breath now and then keep on going. So the best one to farm here is Firebrand Charrock on normal difficulty. Once you upgrade your gear a little above his level, you can easily soak him in a few minutes and grind him constantly for the parts. He has the longest Ether mode and the easiest one to figure out when it's on. The first subcategory is Etheric one. It includes Etheric Crown Plate, Etheric Claw and Etheric Tail. These 3 are obtained by destroying the head, limbs or tail of an Ether Charged behemoth. Ether Charged state is a state where the behemoth changes visually and begins to use its element, either by gaining new abilities or evolving its current ones. For Firebrand, he goes in Ether mode when he activates his flame vents and becomes a living walking all-directional flamethrower. Once he goes in that state, you will need to destroy his parts. I advise you to lower his parts' health before he goes in Ether mode and then start breaking them one at a time. Whenever you break a part, you will interrupt the Ether mode just for a bit, so be sure to wait for him to go back in Ether mode before breaking the next part. The second subcategory is Elemental one. It includes 6 materials: Elemental Claw Gem, Skill Gem and Tail Gem, which are obtained by destroying either the head, limbs or tail of an Elemental Behemoth within 2 minutes of starting the fight. I want to explain that it is not within 2 minutes of landing on the island, but within 2 minutes of the Behemoth actually seeing you and initiating combat. I have tested this multiple times and confirmed it. The timer starts ticking the moment the Behemoth detects a Slayer near him, not the moment you all land on the island for the hunt. In team fights, just focus a single part and then move on to the next. If you're going solo with high-end part breaking builds, you can definitely get 2 parts, but for the third one you might struggle a bit. Next are the Elemental Fury Tooth, Fury Tail and Fury Plate, which are obtained from the head, tail and limbs of an enraged elemental behemoth. That means it could be any elemental behemoth, but he has to go in enrage before you destroy his parts. Again, go with Firebrand Charrock, he's the easiest one of the bunch and the fastest one to do it. There is no requirement for the time in this one, you simply need to wait for him to enrage before you destroy his parts. Lower the health of all of his parts again and wait for him to enrage, then chip his parts down one at a time and destroy them one after another in a quick succession, hopefully getting a lot of loot. If the behemoth is both enraged and in Ether mode, you have a chance for both subcategories to drop. The next category is the neutral one, and by its name you can guess that you can only obtain this from the neutral behemoths, from which you only have currently 3 available: Rage Tail Gnasher, Deadeye Quillshot and Moonriver Shrike. I recommend farming Rage Tail Gnasher for this one. If you struggle with him, then go for Moonriver Shrike, but Deadeye Quillshot is the toughest among all of them, so do not try your luck with him. The same conditions apply to the neutral behemoths like the elemental ones. The parts are not 100% drop, and the timer starts counting when you encounter them, not when you land on the island. The first subcategory here is the one which contains neutral skull gem, claw gem and tail gem, which are obtained from the head, tail and limbs of a neutral behemoth within 2 minutes of initiating the fight. Again, ask your team to focus a single part, you should be able to get at least one down in the necessary time, even if you are a little undergeared for the fight. People with high-end gear should easily get 2 parts. Using my part breaking sword build and chain blades build could give you a hand, so check them in the links down below. The second set of items are neutral Fury Tooth, Fury Tail and Fury Plate, which are obtained from head, tail, limbs of a raging neutral behemoth. The same as the elemental ones, simply chip the parts down a bit, wait for him to enrage and then destroy the parts one after the other. There is no time requirement here again, so you can take your time. These are all the parts that are needed for the exotics. If more new ones are added in the future, I will of course update you guys for them. Thanks for watching. As always, be sure to give the video a like or dislike, as well as to drop a comment down below with feedback and what you want to see in the future ones. Be sure to also check the links in the description to my Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Discord community, where I invite you to follow me or join me. Finally, of course, if you want to see more content like this, subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon in order to get notifications. This is everything for me for this video. See you on the next one. Shadow Strider out.
Take your time.